seeing a lot of you toes. I'm convinced. This is for y'all guys. Y'all cannot possibly love feet the way y'all say y'all do. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Because I know those are not the toes y'all sucking on. I know they're not. They can't be. So hello to all my cherry bombs. It is me, Cherry, and I'm back with another video. Finally, like, this is my first video of 2020, okay? If you guys are wondering about the scenery, I am recording in my brother's room because he was nice enough to let me. I have one hand not finished and one hand is finished. These are my Harajuku nails. Done by yours truly. I hope my hand isn't ashy as I'm showing you guys this. But anyway, child, I got some story times for y'all, because when I say this week, I have just been getting all the clients that make you want to literally take them outside and fight them. So before I get into these stories, you guys, if it is your first time seeing me, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up so that more people can continue to find my content. Also, make sure your notifications are on. I don't know if you actually get it or not, but child, click it anyway. Please help me out, okay? And then all my social medias are linked down below. And yeah, let's get right into this, you guys, because I just gotta really tell y'all these stories. Like, what is wrong with people? Okay, so I now work at a nail shop, you guys. I'm not gonna say which one because I don't want people thinking it is a free-for-all to come in my job and act ass and think if they act ass, they're gonna get a video made, because no ma'am, like, you're not gonna get any clout off me. And I just don't want people trying to like be like weird and come into my job. So if you know, you know, but I have been working in a nail shop and it has been amazing. The vibe is good, the energy is good. I really love my coworkers. Like, it's just been, I'm learning a lot, and I'm so happy that I'm finally doing something that actually has something to do with what I got my license for in my career. This is not the video, but I definitely have to make a video about nail shop, nail tech pet peeves, because y'all be trying it. But in this video, I'm gonna talk about the people that come into the nail shop and are just nasty. Like, oh my gosh, just so nasty. So let me tell you guys about this first girl. So the first girl was this younger girl, okay? So she comes in and she wants a full set. Y'all, the picture that she showed me was like the nails were long, they were encapsulated, they were there were diamonds on them, like the Swarovskis, all that good stuff. So I'm looking at this set and I'm like, ma'am, I know you don't think you're gonna get this for $30. Like, no, you're not. A lot of times people come in, they're used to going to the Vietnamese nail salons, okay? So they're getting these services for a lot cheaper. So then people come into other nail shops and they think that they're going to get these extreme services for the absolute dirt cheap prices. And it's like, no, like, you're not. So she shows me this set and I quote her $65 for the set, which isn't bad. She says, okay, cool. So I'm doing her set, and while I'm doing her set, you guys, she is periodically trying to take off things in the hopes, I guess, that her price will go back to $30. But it's like, ma'am, you're getting a full set, all acrylic, you want stiletto tips, and it's medium length. Either way, you were gonna be paying at least $50. So we're doing her service, and part of the way through, she's like, okay, well, I'm just not gonna do the encapsulated anymore. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she says that she's not gonna do the encapsulated. Cool, we keep doing her nails. Then she keeps looking, She's like, okay, well, I think I'm not gonna do the jewels either. So I'm like, okay, that's totally cool, that's fine, we can do that. So she's like, do you have the, so we have this color, we call them cum nails or nut nails because it literally is the color of nut. It's like off-white. She wants that color on her whole set, which means the whole set has to be acrylic. So the whole time we're doing her nails, you guys, she is like, her attitude was just so nasty. You could feel it. Like, I felt like every time I touched her hand, her negative energy was like transferring. Like, the nail tech beside me could feel it, the nail tech on the other side of me could feel it. And so the whole time she's like being like, she's like doing one of these, like she's like bouncing, but doing like the irritable bounce, and then she's looking at her phone and like going like, she's looking at her phone and doing like a she's doing a whole bunch of that. Like, she's just doing entirely too fucking much. So then sis is also, during the service, she keeps putting her head down. Like, she keeps on putting her head down while she's getting her nails done. So say like this is the hand that I have, she's putting her head down like this. Like, she's doing too much, and I'm just like, bro, like, what is up with you? And she was doing this from the beginning, like before, like there was, at this point, it's nothing I've done to her, because she just came in with this attitude. So she's doing a whole bunch of that. And mind you, go back, so when I had quoted her the price of her nails, she was like, oh well, I mean, I just don't see the, I mean, I'm not gonna wear these for long. I just don't see the point paying hundreds of dollars on, you know, I'm gonna take them off probably next week. So I'm just not looking to spend $100 on my nails. And it's like, $65 is not hundreds of dollars. And for what you're asking for, you're looking to spend some money. Of course, I'm trying to be professional, but in my head, I'm just like, I mean, so you probably need to get your nails short and plain and just get like a regular polish on them if you're gonna take them off next week. But you know, that's just me. So we're doing her service, and she keeps on saying, like, in the midst of her being super nasty and just disgusting, she is saying in the shop, she's like, oh, I don't know, it's just something about the energy in the shop. Like, y'all need to, I don't know, like, y'all need to sage this place. Like, the energy, I'm like, bitch, it's you a whole demon. Like, the fuck? Like, bitch, if anything, like, the devil is working, sis, and he is working in your favor. Like, ma'am, the fuck? She keep on saying, like, oh my, I don't know, like, y'all just need to sage it. Mind you, like, everybody can feel her nasty ass energy. She's saying all that, and then she also periodically, y'all, when I say my patience is something amazing, I've worked on it for a long time, okay? Because the old me, child, my patience has just come such a long way, y'all. She is looking at her nails. She's trying to do shit to like piss me off because she's mad about the price of her nails, which is weird because I told you the price before we started, and I've checked in with you the whole time that we're doing your nails so that you know when you get out of this chair how much you're going to be paying and exactly what for. But anyway, so she's looking at her nails and she's like, I haven't shaped them or nothing at this point, okay? So she looks at her nails and she goes, bitch, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Cause I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm just getting this vibe, and I'm just like, I just want to know if you want to fight. Like, do you? Like, what's your problem? So she's doing that. Like, she is literally trying to be as nasty as she can be, okay? So she's doing all this the whole service. Like, she's just being so disgusting and just her energy. And so at this point, I'm just like focused on getting her service done so I can get her out of my chair because she's just so nasty. So we get done with her nails, you guys. During the service, I asked her, I said, is this length okay with you? Yeah, that length is fine. Okay, cool. I said, is this shape okay with you when I had shaped her nails? Yeah, that shape is fine. Okay, cool. So we get done and she goes to the front to pay. I've explained everything. She goes to the front to pay and she gets to the girl and the girl tells her the price. I've told her the price. The girl reiterates the price in the front and the girl, she's like, $50. And then she comes back to my desk, like she comes back to my desk like on some rah-rah shit, like not on some like, oh excuse me, like I just want to know why the price is this or whatever. No, she come back to my desk like on some, like she trying to turn up. She said, what's $50? Bitch, your motherfucking said I've explained it to you 3 times. Your set is $50. Are you dumb? Like, the fuck? So I'm like, you know, but again, trying to be professional. I'm like, well, you had a full set, all acrylic. Oh, pause, y'all, before, no, I'm missing one of the biggest parts, y'all. I get to the part where I'm about to top coat her, okay? Before we even get to the payment part, I get to the point I'm about to top coat her for her set. And she is like, well, I don't need a top coat. I can't let you walk out of here with just acrylic on your nails and no top coat because your nails are gonna get messed up. Your nails are white. You're trying me right now. So she's like, I don't need the top coat. Trying to be cheap, like this bitch was cheap as fuck. She's like, I don't need the top coat. And I said, oh, well, you have to get a top coat. It's gonna protect your nails. She's like, I have to. Bitch, yes you do. Like, let us pray, okay? Because I'm a child of God. It's a new year. Whoo! Y'all, the way she said it, I'm like, it took everything in me. I'm like, this bitch is trying my whole entire life right now. So I explained to her, I'm like, you know, if you don't get the top coat, your nails are going to get messed up. And the top coat is included in the price because it's an essential. It's needed. You know, of course, I say it with no attitude at all, though. I'm very nice about it. Even though this girl is a flaming fucking bitch, I'm very nice about it. I say, well, you have to get a top coat. It's going to protect your nails, and it's included in the price. Okay, so fast forward back, okay? She come to my desk, what's $50? And I explained to her why her set was $50. You have all acrylic, as in there's no polish. The top coat does not count as a polish. Now, granted, your top coat is gel, so you've got charged because your top coat is gel as well. So you have all acrylic, your top coat is gel, your length, and your shape. That's what's $50. Because honestly, babe, you're getting a deal. So she goes back up to the front and, you know, she irritated or whatever, she pays. So she leaves, y'all, not even 30 seconds after she leaves, she calls the shop. She calls the shop, the receptionist picks up, and the girl is like, well, I just want to know why my set was $50 and da 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 da. So the girl explains to her again why her set is $50, even though it's already been explained to her at this point 4 times why her set is $50. So the girl is like, okay, you know, so we re-explain everything to her. It's broken down for her why her set is $50, okay? So I guess she's mad. She says, okay, but so then she hangs up, y'all. She calls back, not even another 30 seconds later. She hangs up, she calls back in the same 30 seconds that she hung up. She's like, well, I want my nails fixed. I want to come back in there and get my nails fixed. After, when this bitch left my seat, she goes, oh, these are cute, da da da. Mind you, the whole back row, because it's our desk, and then it's pedicure stations on, like, in the back of the desk, okay? So the customers that were getting pedicures and stuff, as well as the customers that were to either side of my client, could all see her nails. Everybody is like, oh my God, her nails are really pretty. Those are cute, da 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 da. You did a good job. Like, those look really nice. Everybody is, her nails were cute as fuck. Even my other nail techs in the building was like, her nails look good. So the girl calls back the second time. She's like, well, I need my nails fixed. She's like, I want them longer, and I mean, she's just making up shit. She's like, well, I want them longer, and the it was something else she wanted fixed, okay? It was some bullshit. So the receptionist explains to her, she's like, okay, well, if you want to come in and get your nail fixed, you're more than welcome to, you know, here are our shop times, whatever. So the girl's like, well, she's gonna come back in the morning. So I go ahead and I text the owners of the shop to just let them know, hey, there's a client who's gonna come in. She is going to try to possibly get a refund because she's just cheap, and this is exactly what happened. I broke it down for them. Just be ready for her. So I guess to throw things off, maybe she came that same night instead of coming in the morning, but the owners were not in that day. So she comes in, she sits in another nail tech's chair, you guys. She sits in the other nail tech's chair, and the nail tech goes, and mind you, this is a nail tech who has even more experience than me. So she's been doing nails for like 5 years. She's like a super bomb. So she sits in that tech's chair, and the other nail tech is like, well, you know, what is it that I can do for you? Like, what do you want me to fix? Because there's nothing fucking wrong with her nails. So she's like, well, what would you like me to fix? Like, what would you like done to your nails? So the girl is like, well, I don't know. What can you do? Sis, you're funny. Ma'am, you're funny. So she is like trying to turn up. She's like, well, I don't know, what can you do? So another one of the nail techs comes over and she looks at her hands and she says, well, and by this time I was waxing, so I was in the back room. I'm doing other stuff, but I had explained to them the situation so they would be prepared. So basically the second nail tech is giving her exactly what she's giving, and the girl got mad and she left. Bye, bitch. So before I get into this next story, as I'm editing this video, you guys, I realized I left out a whole nother client, because after the girl with the nasty attitude, there was another little girl who came in, and her dad dropped her off to get 3 repairs, you all. She needed 3 repairs. This little girl let me sit there and do a whole entire fill-in on her set, and did not speak up not once and say that she only needed the 3 repairs. So when her dad comes in basically turning the entire fuck up. Like, I'm not paying, it was gonna be 45. He was like, I'm not paying 45 for nothing. She didn't need no filling. Nobody asked for all that. Da, da, da. Not going off on me, because it was the receptionist who ended up cashing her out. But the daddy is going off. And I'm like, little girl, why you sat here and didn't say anything? You didn't open your mouth not one time. I done told you, oh, okay, I'll prep your repair fingers before I do your fill-in. You ain't say nothing. Little girl, let me do a whole fill-in. Ain't say nothing. And her daddy came in there and turned up. The daddy got the nerve to be talking about, oh, she's shy. She don't know how to speak up for herself. Well, that's not my motherfucking problem. So the second lady, this lady came in yesterday, and this lady is really, I was gonna make these 2 story times anyway, just because these people were just doing the absolute most. But this lady, y'all, she's will put the urgency on this shit. Okay, so let me tell you, because it be your own people, and that's what I said in the other video I had about working in the Vietnamese nail salon, y'all. It be your own people. Black women will come into the nail shop, and when the Vietnamese can beat them up, cuss them out, not want to sell shit to them, talk shit about y'all in Vietnamese, and, you know, call you all types of nigger bitches, and you'll still come in and give them your money. But then come in when a black girl is doing your nails and want to be a bitch. What? Ma'am, make it make sense. And then the nerve, y'all, let me tell y'all this story. Okay, so this lady came in and she is getting a pedicure and like a fill-in or something like that. Okay, so I wasn't doing her fill because I already could tell from doing her pedicure. I was like, I'm not doing this woman's fill-in. She's being intentionally difficult as hell. Her energy was nasty, her attitude was nasty, and I just had already decided I was not doing her fill-in. So she, you know, she's in the pedicure chair. I come over, I greet her, you know, good vibe, whatever. I start doing her pedicure. So the first thing was, so as I'm nipping her, because the thing is, when you're nipping, not every single toe, sometimes people's cuticles, like some cuticles will be really bad and then some cuticles just won't be bad at all. So it's like, if your cuticle does not need to be nipped, I'm not about to force it, you know? So not every single one of her toes needed to be nipped. So I'm nipping and she's like, are you even cutting anything? No, bitch, I'm just pretending. I just like to sit here and pretend for fun. You know, that's just, it's just a hobby of mine. It's like a secret hobby. Bitch! Y'all. So she's like, are you even cutting anything? And this is like a middle-aged black woman. So she's like, are you even cutting anything? And I'm like, yeah, but not every single one of your toes needs to be nipped. So she leans back in the chair. Okay, cool. I'm working on her some more. So we do with the buffer, you know, you buff out the toes or whatever so that when you have to eventually paint them, it'll be a smooth surface. So I buff out her toes and I get to her next foot. I literally, y'all, I had just buffed out the first foot. I get to the next foot, I do the whole process, and I'm buffing the next foot, and then I ask for her first foot again so I can do something else on her first foot. She brings out the first foot. She says, you didn't buff this one, so can you do that? Like, okay. So I buff it again. Then I proceed to get the second foot and buff that one again too, just so you can see that I've now buffed your fucking toes twice. So don't go back and ask me to do this dumbass shit again because I've already done it. And if you were paying attention, you would know that. Since you're paying attention to everything the fuck else. So I buffed them out twice. Okay, cool. So I get to the next part and I'm doing I always forget what that thing is called. It's like a pumice or whatever it's called, where you like scrub the person's foot and gets the dead skin off. Okay, so I'm doing that. And I'm gently, like, I'm holding her leg and I'm holding her leg like this. So I'm not digging into her skin at all. I'm holding her leg like this, okay? My nails are not even touching her leg at all. She goes, your nails are digging into my, like, first off, the whole time I'm doing her stuff, so you know how sometimes people be laying back or whatever, letting you do your thing. She is periodically, like, she'll lay back, maybe be doing something on her phone or, you know, talking to her friend. And then she'll lean over, like, hovering over to see everything that I'm doing, like, literally hovering over me doing the service. Like, she is literally full-blown, like, leaning. Like, you can't even be comfortable in the pedicure chair with how far you are leaning forward to monitor everything that I'm doing. So she is leaning forward in the chair. And I'm just like, okay, you know, I'm still doing my thing. I'm letting her be extra as fuck. I'm still doing my thing. So she will lean forward, lean back forward to see everything, lean back forward. So I'm just like, okay. So she says the comment about, oh, you know, your nails are digging into my leg, da da da. Mind you, my nails were not touching her leg. The other nail tech looks over, my nails are not fucking touching her leg. And but I'm still so nice about it. I'm like, oh, okay, ma'am, I'm sorry. And I loosen my grip. My grip was not tight on her, but either way, I go like this just to make her more comfortable. I'm like, okay, ma'am, you know, I'm being so nice. I think the fact that I was being nice was pissing her off. Like, I don't know why my niceness or my kindness, well, I do know why, because my energy, my positive energy just be upsetting these demonic ass bitches, demons, and that's really what just be happening. So I'm like, okay, ma'am, you know, and I loosen up my grip. And so she is like probably every maybe 4 minutes or so, she is complaining about something. Every 4 minutes she's complaining about something, or she's like smacking her lips, she rolling her eyes, she irritated, da da da. And I'm just like, okay, like, this bitch is annoying the fuck out of me, and I'm trying to be patient with her, but she's really annoying the fuck out of me. So I get to the part I'm painting her nails, you guys. I'm painting her nails, and I always do two, mind you, you basic ass bitch, you only getting regular polish because you don't even want to pay for gel. Ho, let's start there. You're basic. So, you know, but either way, I'm doing, and mind you, I don't say that for everybody who gets regular, because some people just really change up their color a lot, and it don't make no sense for you to get gel because you know you're gonna switch it. But you bitch, you were just basic. So I am painting her nails, and you know, I always do 2 coats for certain colors. Some colors you really just need 1, but other colors you need 2. So I'm doing it. I get to her big toe on her second foot. So I've already done the other foot. I get to big toe on the second foot. I'm on the second coat, and I'm going back, and I'm like smoothing out that coat. She is like, I mean, you put like 10 coats on. Like, I said, no, ma'am, I put 2. Because at this point, she had been being nasty and complaining the whole service. And my patience was gone with her because she was being a fucking bitch the whole time for no reason. And she knew when she sat in that chair that she was going to be a bitch to me. And that's that shit I don't like. So she's like, oh, I mean, you just put 10 coats on. I mean, that baby, I don't need no more coats. I said, no, it was 2. She like, no, I mean, no, it was 2. That's exactly what I said to her. So she shuts the fuck up. So then she sit back in the chair. She, you know, all irritated, I'm painting or whatever. And then she goes, I mean, can you just, Can you, that don't need no more coats. Can you take that off and just do that toe over? I say, well, ma'am, I can thin it out if you would just let me thin it out. She's like, no, I just want it done over. I said, oh. I literally just like that, you guys, because normally I don't let people see that they're getting to me, but this lady was working my motherfucking nerves to the fullest, because this bitch, the whole time she is being difficult and doing all this extra ass shit, she's also talking shit to her friend, talking about some, I mean, I just be trying to support black business, but this is just why I can't even do it. No, bitch, let me stop you there. You're the reason why you can't support black business, because you come in here and you act a motherfucking ass. That's why bitches like you are why people feel like they can't support black business. It's you, bitch. Okay, so she's like talking to her friend, oh, I just be trying to support black business, but I mean, just it be shit like this and da 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 da. Mind you, I ain't even done nothing to you. You came in here with a whole ass attitude, being a motherfucking bitch for why, I don't fucking know. So she's talking shit, and I'm like, Jesus be a crutch, because I'm ready to rock this bitch. But I'm still being professional. So I'm like, okay. So I take my little breath and I take off that nail, and then I paint the other, all her toes. So she literally looks at it. You know, she doing her little like hovering over, like doing the fucking most to get over so she could see. So she looks at what I'm doing and she's like, oh, you missed a spot. There's no polish right there. And mind you, the way that her nail was, if I would have put polish in this spot that she was talking about, it wasn't going to be square and it wasn't going to look good. That's why I did not put polish right there, because I know what the fuck I'm doing, because I'm the nail tech, not you, bitch. Y'all can see my hand, and you see how the cuticles are, don't look at, this one's not done yet. I haven't filed or nothing for this one. But you see how the cuticles are round. Well, her cuticle on this toe was not round. So in order for me to paint it and for it to be like symmetrical and look nice, I painted it so that her toenail would be square, because that's what the shape of all her other toes were. They were square. So I painted it so that it would be nice and square, instead of the raggedy little L that she had. And it was skin, so it wasn't anything I could nip. It was literally like, that was just her cuticle was just not straight. Okay? So I said, well, ma'am, if you want it to be symmetrical and if you want it to look like a square, then it's not gonna look like a square if I paint that part. She's like, well, I just never had nobody not paint the whole nail. I just never had nobody. I said, well, do you want me to paint the whole nail or do you want it symmetrical? And she just, I said, well, do you want me to paint the whole nail or do you want it symmetrical? She just over there just going. So I said, you know what, bitch, you got me fucked up. So I finish her polish, I get done with her, I walk away, I'm over her shit. And so 2 other nail techs look at the work behind me as well, because she is just complaining. So they look at it and they're like, well, I mean, ma'am, like, they're asking her, they're like, well, what is it that you would like us to fix? Because again, there's nothing to fucking fix. Your feet look fine. Like, they definitely look better than your raggedy ass shits than when you come in. And honestly, I'm convinced, after seeing a lot of you bitches' toes, I'm convinced that these niggas out here, this is for y'all. This is for y'all guys. Y'all cannot possibly love feet the way y'all say y'all do. Ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no way y'all like feet the way you say you do, and y'all be letting y'all women toes look the way they do when they come in there. Ain't no way. You can't. Ain't no way. Because I know those are not the toes y'all sucking on. I know they're not. They can't be. Ain't no way. And when you see their faces or them as people, you would just never expect to see the type of toes that come from people's shoes when they take off their shoes. And I like the tough cases, so it's cool, because I literally, like I said in my last video, run me them ugly ass toes, bitch. I'm here for it. I like the work. I like the transformation. I just like it. But at the same time, I'm just like, ain't no way y'all be letting y'all niggas suck on these toes the way y'all be. Because it be people who, like, it be females who literally, you can tell, like, they only cut their toenails when they come to us. And then they don't come to us as often as they should. So it's like, sis, your toes is looking like this. I'm scared. Ma'am, I'm scared. Like, I don't understand, like, why you just don't bend down and cut your toenails. Like, I don't understand why the only time you can cut your toenails is when you come to us. And if that's the case, that's cool, but you need to come to us more often. Like, it be just, ooh, child, that's gonna be another video. But I'm just convinced. And her toes, this lady toes, looked way better than when they came in because her shits was busted, boy. So the other nail techs are like, well, what is it that we can fix? Because they're genuinely confused because her toes look absolutely fine. So they're confused. They don't know what she wants them to fix. And then the other nail tech comes over and she ends up fixing the service. The lady just wanted to be a bitch and she just wanted somebody other than me to do her toes. While this was on my mind, I also forgot to mention the lady was kicking her feet as I was doing her pedicure. Like she was kicking it, like she would kick her feet periodically in frustration. And they get mad when some shit was fucked up because, bitch, you keep kicking your feet. Like, granted, she wasn't kicking me, but she was kicking her feet like a child. And then go and say, oh, can you fix this polish that you tried to... I tried to what? I tried to what? So she didn't finish that sentence, but she was like, well, can you fix this, da-da-da, that you tried to? Bitch, if you would stop kicking your motherfucking feet like you're 5 years old, it wouldn't be fucked up to begin with. And literally, it was this little microscopic ass, like, dip in her regular basic bitch ass nail polish. Girl, get the fuck. So all in all, that bitch attitude was nasty as fuck. And a lot of these people, like, again, it be your own people. So for the nerve of her to really say, it be your own people, da-da-da-da-da. Bitch, it is you. You come in here and you see a young black girl working to succeed and it pissed you off. It is you, ma'am. It's you. So anyway, you guys, that is my story. If you guys enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. All my social media is down below. And I will see you guys in my next story time. Leave your comments down below and I'm out.
Grinding, I'm getting dough. What the fuck you think we in it for? Falling on them like I'm 24. Ain't no way in hell you'll start this glow. Got it jumping like Geronimo. If you hating on this